we ask ourselves, who are there to be brilliant? Who are there to be strong? Who are there to be famous? Who are there to generate wealth? You think you are the only one that is scared of white people? You think you are the only one as my color that is scared of the future? These people are more scared than you think. A white woman has taken her time to explain in details why white folks are also very scared more than the black race. It is not only how other intelligent men as well did the same thing, and you guys are going to watch. You will watch with your eyes, hear with your ears, and after that, you will come back to the comment section and let me know, are you worth it as someone of my color, as someone that have a melanin popping skin like me? Then we will know in the comment section. Credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitches used in today's episode. And this is just for educational purposes, not to bash anybody. I stand a chance to be corrected. There is fire on the mountain. Run, run, and run. Let's get right into it.
White people are scared to death right now, particularly white males. They're scared to death that they are going to lose their power in the future. And they are. But if you want to get ready for the future, if you want to be treated well in the future, treat others well in the present. Victor Hugo said, "No force on earth can stop an idea whose time has come." The idea of one race, the human race, is an idea whose time has come. We are not going to be able to stop it no matter what they do. They can elect Trump after Trump after Trump, and that will not stop the idea that there's only one race on the face of the earth. It's the human race, and we are all members of it. You and I are cousins. Now, if you don't like being my cousin, that's too bad for you. But we are all in the same family. We are members of the family of man.
You say that all whites are racist. Can you expound on that?
Any white person who was born, raised, and schooled in the United States of America, if you aren't a racist, you're a miracle. Either that or you decided to educate yourself. Because education in this country is about white is right, brown's all right, black's got to stand back. Yellow's mellow, but whites, we educate in a way that says that white males have done all the adventures, have made all the adventures, have done all the discovering, have made all, everything that is good and has been accomplished according to social studies, which is actually anti-social studies, by white males. It's a lie. But we do that in order to maintain the myth of white superiority. The myth of race has to be maintained at all costs in this country. Because if white people have to give up the color of their skin as being something that makes them perfect, what do they have left? If we start teaching the truth about history, if we start teaching about Nile Valley contributions to civilization, it will totally change the way we conduct ourselves in the classroom. It will have to. Columbus didn't discover America. You can't discover a place where people are already living. But we celebrate that every October. It's a lie. We need to get over, we need to stop telling the myths and start telling the truth.
Most people will say, I'm not racist.
I'm not a racist. Why, some of my best friends are black. Yeah, and then you say, name one. Or this one, I don't see color. And when some woman says to me, I don't see color, I say, I knew that. If you saw color, you wouldn't dye your hair that way. Or I say, if you saw color, you wouldn't wear that shirt with those pants. I believe that you don't see color. It's an attempt to deny skin color. And it's an attempt to deny what's wrong with seeing the color of my skin. Is it all right for you to see me kind of pink? That's okay for me. I don't mind. And I suspect that you don't mind being seen the color you are. You have a right to be what you are. And until people in this country and people in this world get it into their heads that the first modern human beings that evolved on this earth were black women. They evolved in sub-Saharan Africa about 280,000 years ago, and every human being on the face of the earth today has the memory of those black women's genetic structure in their genes. Now, we don't want to admit that, but that's the way it is. And as people moved farther and farther from the equator, their bodies produced less and less melanin, so their hair, their skin, and their eyes got lighter. As they moved into the east, they ate a lot of fish and a lot of vegetables, so their skin took on a different tone. I found that out when I was raising little kids. My husband worked in a supermarket. He was the head of the produce department. And they had lots of oranges that they couldn't sell, so he'd bring them home. And I was feeding my kids orange juice like you never saw in your life. They began to have an orange cast to their skin. I thought they had something, a liver problem. So I took them to the doctor, and she said, "What are you feeding these kids?" I said, "Well, lots of orange juice." She said, "Stop it if you want them to stop being orange." Now, if you think that skin color isn't anything other than the body's natural reaction to the natural environment, get over it.
If all white people are racist, according to you, can they be reprogrammed?
Of course they can. Of course they can. Of
How?
course they can be. It's called education. I'm an educator. The word educator comes from the root duc dus, which means lead, the prefix e, which means out, the suffix ate, which means the act of, and the suffix or, which means one who does. An educator is one who is engaged in the act of leading people out of ignorance. Now, I know you can change them. The second year I did the blue-eyed, brown-eyed exercise in my classroom, it was filmed by the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. They gave me a copy of that film. I showed it to my father. My father was about 59 years old at the time. He's been a farmer all his life. He raised six kids, lost one, raised six. Watch that film as a 59-year-old man. When it was over, he stood up, and with tears in his eyes, he took his red handkerchief out of the back pocket of his overalls, his bib overalls, and said, "I wish somebody had taught me that when I was 9 years old."
As white people, is our deepest fear that we are inadequate? Or is our deepest fear that Black excellence is powerful beyond measure? It is their light, not their darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who are they to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are they not to be? Look honestly, and you will see how they demonstrate love as a reflection of our unwarranted hate. Our playing God does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about positioning ourselves and controlling the narrative so that Black and brown folks feel insecure around us. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to manifest the glory of the Spirit that is within us. And it's not just in some of us, it's in all of us, no matter what your skin tone is. And as we let our own light shine, by atoning for and repairing the harm of our ways, as we learn to serve and see the true greatness of Aboriginal and Indigenous cultures and human beings around us, we unconsciously give white people around the planet the permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. From this point, we can build a new world that is connected to the planet and each other. Together, humanity is achievable.
White people, are y'all scared to go in Black spaces? You know, I know a lot of you, and if you're like, is he talking about me? Probably. Are you scared to go in Black spaces? If so, I'm talking about you. I feel like so many white people are scared to go in Black spaces for stereotypical reasons, right? Whether subconscious or not. You're probably thinking, am I safe? Are they just gonna jump me? Like, I don't know what you're thinking. Like, are they gonna rob me? Like, I don't really know, like, what you think is gonna happen. And I think a lot of you think, well, I'm gonna stick out like a sore thumb. You will. You're the only white person there. How do you think a Black person feels when they walk into a white space? You will stick out like a sore thumb. Of course you will. Well, they look at me, baby, they're making sure you're not there to hurt them. See, the difference is you're looking at them through the lens of stereotypes, right? They're looking at you through a lens of self-protection, because obviously through history, this country has shown over and over and over again the way it feels about its Black citizens. And it's still doing it today. So, baby, when you walk into their space, they're just trying to make sure that they're safe around you because of actual historical reasons, not stereotypes. The magic happens when they realize you're safe. That's when the magic happens. And I promise you, it's magic.
After watching all of that clip, what did you think as a black person? After watching all of that clip as a white person, what did you think? Do you think that true, you people are not scared of anything? Do you think that these things were just fabricated? Do you think that these things were just put out there in the media just because they want you guys to look somehow? As a white person, I want to know. And now as a black person, after watching this particular clip, do you think that you are not still worth it? Do you think you are the only one that is scared of the future? In fact, if you are even scared in any way right now, drop it down. Because as it stands, other people that are not my color has carried your battle. Guys, let's be honest, let's be sincere, and let's appreciate the life of Jane Elliott. That woman she's a top notch or nothing. She's premium or nothing. That woman is someone that sees facts and split that fact. She doesn't just say things because she want to say it. She say it as plain as it is. If you've watched so many of our interviews, if you've watched so many of our videos, you will know that that lady don't just say things because she want to favor you or she's scared of you, despite the fact she's aged. She want to put it directly to your eyes, point it to your eyes that yes, this thing you're doing is wrong and this thing you're doing is right. And when we see people like this, we don't just leave them. We have to clap for them and say, thank you so much, Ma. And we pray for more grace in your life. Because yes, these are people that a lot of these palm colored people don't even want to be seen because why? This person is speaking facts, but the grace of God will carry her through. Other speakers also did a very good job bringing out their fears. Why a lot of black people do not even want to find themselves in a lot of white people do not even want to find themselves in black people's spaces. But do we keep continuing to carry each other in our mind? Do we continue to keep looking at this person as a different person? No, no, no. Let's just learn to see each other as one, no matter who we are, no matter where we come from, no matter the color, we are one. But the thing is, if you are eating with a serpent, you have to eat with a long spoon. Do you know why? It can bite anytime. That is just the advice I'm going to be giving. So even if at the end of the day, as a normal black person, you have these palm-colored people in your environment, in your society, just know that you love them, they love you, but still use a long spoon in eating with them. That is just a simple proverb that I have for you guys. Anyways, let me know what you think about this particular video in the comment section. I would really love to get your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed, like this video, drop me your comments. And lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. And yes, guys, with no further ado, I do add like I say in my videos. I'm going to be simple and I'll see you guys in my next one. Credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitch reason at today's episode. And this is just for educational purposes. I stand a chance to be corrected. Feel free to drop me your comments in the comment section. Bye for now. I love you. Mwah.